Hello everyone, I'm the author of the PCLA framework and I'm going to teach you how to use PCLA. So, first of all, you can clone the repository or the depth one of the repository. Then afterwards, you have to set it up. So you have to create Conda environment, activate it, and also download the assets of some of the agents of PCLA. Now, in order to use the LM Drive agent, you also should follow these extra steps. You also need to install Torch Scatter. You can find your CUDA version using this Python script under the PCLA functions. And then install Torch Scatter. Then you have to download the pre-trained weights for every agent. For this, you can go to this folder and run this code for automatic download and extraction, or you can just download it from the Hugging Face and put the pre-trained weights under the PCLA agents folder. The structure should look something like this. After the download is finished, your PCLA agents folder should look like this. And then you can go ahead and run this sample file to see how PCLA works. And first you need to just open the simulation, activate the PCLA environment. You can go ahead and run Python sample that already exists to see how it works. This sample is for the agent of transfuser version 6 and the No Town 13 variant. And you can see the vehicle is moving. If you want to change the agent, as you can see the agents here, I just simply choose one of the agents that are available in the documentation. For example, TFV4, the L6 variant. And I also need to give it a seed. So I'll give seed number 0, then I save it, and then I rerun the program. Just simple as that. I just change the agent to something else. And then the vehicle is moving with the new agent. The model is TFV4 L6. You can change every agent like this. Here, except for the Autoware agent. For Autoware, there is an Autoware README. We will cover that later. Also, some agents need the Vulkan flag. So when you open your CARLA, you also have to pass the CARLA simulator the Vulkan flag. The agents are LBC, VOR, and LAV. Now, I'm going to teach you how to do the navigation. It's very simple. You import PCLA and then you put the agent's name, you give it the root, and then you pass the PCLA, the agent, the vehicle that you had spawned before. As you can see, we have it here. We spawn the vehicle, give the agent, the name of the agent, the vehicle, the root, and also the CARLA client. And then in a loop, we just call the get action. So for that one simple frame, you get the action that the agent wants the vehicle to take, and then you just apply CARLA control. So you apply the control to the vehicle, and then you just say word.tick, and the vehicle just moves. Now I'm gonna teach you how to create a sample route file. So you have a sample route file. You want to change the route from whatever that it was to something else. So for that, there are some helper functions exist in under PCLA functions. So in order to see where you can spawn your vehicle, you can use this code called spawn points.py that is under the PCLA function folder. Spawn points here. What it shows you is that it shows every spawn point in that specific map with the number. So here, if you want your vehicle instead of being spawned on 31 to be spawned on 30 and move to some other places, you can just give it the number 50 to 52, for example. That here you can just these are the spawn points numbers. So instead of 31 to 42 that it is right now, you put your start location to something else that you want, and then you get a list of the waypoints, and then you have to make the waypoints interpretable by the PCLA or the leaderboard codes, and give the waypoint into the route maker and give it the name you want, for example routes.xml or whatever you want, and then it will make you some routes that are formatted like this, and it can be interpretable by the PCLA. And there's also a full navigation example. When you import CARLA, import PCLA, you get the world, start location, end location, waypoints, and then the route. Now I'm going to show you how to use the Autoware for PCLA. So you just open the README and then you follow the README. Basically right now the town 1 is available with the traffic light. You can also do the same thing for other towns or your own town. The agent name should be Autoware version 1, but since it's a bridge, you need a lot of other different programs, Docker, ROS2, but it's so simple if you follow the instructions written here. And also remember to change the path of your CARLA here in the file of setup.autoware.sh. So you can just set up Autoware one time, and then if you want to run, you have a starting stack that exists under PCLA agent, Autoware, and kit. So you're gonna just start the stack here. Start the CARLA, quality is epic. You can change the quality basically like this, CARLA quality low. You can also do render off screen. You can also activate RVs, so you have headless CARLA, which I will show you later. You wait for it, for all the steps to finish. Town 1 is the default town here. So it's gonna load town 1. The nodes are ready, everything is ready. You then go back to the root file and then just do the Python sample Autoware. This sample is for Autoware, and the vehicle will run under the Autoware agent in town 1. You can also follow the instructions to see how you can run the agent other towns. And also there are instructions here for routing and goals, because it's a bit different in Autoware how the goals is set. It's very different than other PCLA leaderboard agents. It takes some time as well, so you have to wait a bit. Town 1 also follows the traffic light rules, and then localization is ready, the goal is set. So it's now moving, as you can see. Here in the sample Autoware, the route and the goal is the sample route, but remember that Autoware only uses the last waypoint, so it doesn't matter. The whole route doesn't matter. You can also go there in the config file and then see how else you can give the goal to the Autoware. So you can just tell it to drive this many meters forward, go ahead. Or you can just go here to the specific position, or if you want it to follow a specific route, you have to give it different waypoints, because if you only give it one location, Autoware will automatically find its route towards getting there in the location. What you have to do is to close Autoware, you have to run this code to kill the whole bridge and the whole Autoware. Now I'm going to show you how the RViz one works. So Autoware is up, and now we're going to run the same sample to see how it looks like here. I can move the simulation to where the car will spawn. Okay, you see the car is spawned. We have localization ready, goal. Sometimes it will throw an error, like the route was never, the goal is never set. You can just close this, your sample, and then rerun your code. You can see this is the view of RViz. You can see the LiDAR, the map, the point clouds. That's Autoware in PCLA. Thank you very much. I hope your work and research is improved by PCLA and the agents.